the stinky country boy is here, my son's fiancée, Vanessa, yelled the moment I stepped onto the polished marble floor of their mansion. Her voice sliced through the air, sharp and humiliating. I froze where I stood. I wasn't expecting a warm welcome, but I wasn't expecting that. My son, Daniel, rushed to my side and grabbed my hand, something he hadn't done since he was 10. "Dad, don't react, please," he whispered. "Just trust me today." My name is Joy Henderson, but everyone calls me Grandpa Joy, a 68-year-old widower who still carries a faint scent of soil and wood no matter how hard I scrub. The countryside stays with you. Still, I never thought that would become ammunition for insults, especially from the woman who claimed to love my son. The engagement dinner was a show, crystal glasses, expensive candles, guests pretending to be royalty. I sat quietly at the long table, feeling like a rusty nail in a box of diamonds. Vanessa's father kept glancing at me like I was a stain on the furniture. At one point, Vanessa waved her manicured hand dramatically. "Daniel, couldn't you have told your father to wear something appropriate? He looks like he walked straight out of a barn." I looked down at my clean shirt and ironed pants. I thought I looked fine. Daniel's jaw clenched. "Mom bought these clothes for Dad before she passed. He keeps them spotless." Vanessa rolled her eyes. "The smell disagrees." Several guests snickered. My cheeks burned. I swallowed hard, but the shame stuck in my throat like a stone. Daniel leaned closer. "Just keep watching," he whispered again. Something was building. Later, when everyone had a glass of champagne in hand, Vanessa stood and tapped her spoon dramatically. "Let's toast," she said, "to my future with Daniel and to finally elevating him away from his country roots." A few people chuckled. "And let's hope he doesn't end up smelling like certain influences." She smirked at me. Guests turned, some even covered their noses. I felt tears sting my eyes. But Daniel stood abruptly. "Actually, I have a toast too." Vanessa blinked, surprised. She hated being interrupted. Daniel took a deep breath. His voice trembled at first, then steadied. "My father is the reason any of you are sitting in this house today." Every face in the room changed. Confusion, curiosity. Vanessa frowned. "Daniel, what are you talking about?" "My dad may look like a simple country man, but 3 years ago, after Mom died, he sold our family farmland. And instead of keeping the money, he invested every last dollar into my company." Gasps echoed around the room. When everyone else doubted me, when banks rejected me, when friends mocked me, my dad, this stinky country boy, believed in me. Tears gathered in my eyes. Daniel continued, voice rising with emotion. "He risked everything, his entire life savings, and because of him, my company is now worth $12 million. The room went dead silent. "And this house," he gestured around, "it was bought because my father made it possible." Vanessa's mouth hung open. Daniel looked straight at her. "I'm tired of you disrespecting him. He deserves honor, not humiliation." Vanessa scoffed. "Are you choosing him over me?" Daniel didn't hesitate. "If respecting my father is too hard for you, then yes." Gasps erupted again. Her father stood up angrily. "Don't talk to my daughter like that." Daniel stared him down. "Then she shouldn't talk to my father like that." Vanessa stomped her foot, an actual stomp, and stormed up the stairs. When the guests finally left, embarrassed and whispering, Daniel sat beside me. "I'm sorry, Dad," he said quietly. "I should have defended you sooner, but I wanted everyone to hear the truth." I placed a hand on his shoulder. "Son, you didn't just defend me, you honored your mother." A tear slipped down his cheek. Moments later, Vanessa walked back downstairs, mascara smudged, face soft and shaken. "Daniel," she said, "I'm sorry, truly. I shouldn't have spoken to your dad like that. I was trying to impress people who don't matter." She turned to me. "Grandpa Joy, I'm sorry." Her voice cracked. And for the first time, I believed she meant it. It's all right, I told her gently. Pride is heavy, we all drop it eventually. She nodded gratefully. A month later, Vanessa surprised me by visiting my small countryside home. She arrived wearing designer boots and a nervous smile. I want to learn, she said, about where Daniel comes from, about where you come from. She helped me feed the chickens. She learned how to milk a cow and squealed when the cow flicked her with its tail. She even got mud on her shoes. And she laughed. Daniel watched her with softening eyes. At one point, she looked at me and said, "Joy, this place smells like peace." I chuckled, "Not stink." She grinned, "Maybe a little stink, but the good kind." From then on, she never mocked my past, never insulted me again. And when she and Daniel finally married, she shocked me by asking me to walk her down the aisle, because her own father refused to come after their argument. As we walked together, she whispered, "Thank you for raising the man I love." I never expected that. Life changes people. Respect grows where you least expect it. And sometimes the person who once mocked you becomes family not by blood, but by choice.